to do our new chapter, that is The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield from the book Beehive. This lesson is about the story of a little girl named Kenja. Okay, so it is the story is about the relationship between the children and their parents. So, the writer Catherine wants us to tell that children's shares a very important bond between the parents and children. Okay, although when we are young, when we are small, we don't feel like our parents love us because they are very strict. But when they grow, they realize that parents were concerned for us, or parents were concerned for the children, and beneath their strictness lies a heart full of love for their children. And this bond of love between parents and children has been highlighted through this story. About your books, and don't look at this video, just listen to the audio only. You take out your book only, you listen very carefully. Okay, so here goes the story. To the little girl, he was a figure of fear and avoided. Okay, here figure of fear means a person to be feared. So he refers to Kenjias, or the little girl's father. Right? So the opening line, right? And if you see the opening line, yeah, first line, to the little girl, he was a figure to be feared and avoided. Right? Your opening line, the story is indicating the fear that Kenjia has for her father, as she is fearful of her father, right? And she tries to avoid him and she tries to remain away from him. Okay. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with "Goodbye, father." So every morning before going to work, Kenja's father would visit her in the room and give her a casual kiss, okay, or normal kiss. Right? And in reply, Kenja would say "Goodbye, bye, father," or "Goodbye, father." So this action of Kenja's father shows love for Kenja. Right? And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. A great glad sense of relief भनेको feeling relaxed है एकदम ढुक्क हुनु अनि fainter and fainter भनेको चाहिँ कम्ती हुँदै जानु आवाज क्या कम्ती कम्ती हुँदै जानु. So the writer says that when Kenja heard that her father carriage was going away from home and he was leaving home, the sound became lesser and lesser, right? Sound of the carriage, right? That means that means Kenja would have sense of relaxation. Okay, like एकदम ढुक्क हुन्थ्यो भन्दैछ अनि she was relieved that her father had left because she feared her father. In the evening he came home. She stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. So in the evening, Kenja's father would return home. She would hear his loud voice. And this loud voice make her afraid. अथवा ऊ त्यो ठुलो शब्दमा के हुन्थ्यो डराउँथे भन्दैछ. Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go see if my paper is out there and bring me my slipper. Right, so this is what father used to do after dinner. He start ordering different things. Right? He used to order tea to be served to him in the drawing room. He wanted the newspaper. He would ask her mother to go and see if the newspaper was there outside the house, and he would ask her to get him the slipper also. Okay. Call her to her. If you are a good girl, you can come down and take off your father's boot. So Kenja's mother would call out her and ask her to remove her father's boot. Slowly the girl would slip down the stairs and slowly steal across the hall and push open the drawing room door. Slip down means calm down quietly. So again, when Kenja, after her mother asked her to open the shoes of her father, she used to calm down slowly. This shows that Kenja was afraid of her father. Okay, that's why she is coming down the stairs very quietly and unwittingly. Okay, by the time he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in the way that was terrifying to a little girl. A description of a father, how father used to look at her. Right? And Kenja's father is sitting in the drawing room on sofa, and wearing his spectacles, power glasses. And he is looking Kenja over the spectacles. Spectacles चस्मादेखि माथि हेर्दै थियो अनि त्यो हेर्दा चाहिँ Kenja was terrified. Well, Kenja, hurry up and pull up this boot and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? अनि after that father again asks her that to hurry up she because she is very slow in her मोसन है बिस्तारी आउँदैछ अनि बिस्तारी आएको कारणले गर्दा चाहिँ उसको बाउले चाहिँ उसलाई भन्दैछ कि हरी अप छिटो गर है अनि ओपन द बुक्स अनि he would ask if she has been good girl that day. I don't know father है अनि केन्जिया would reply है she reply कि I don't know father है यहाँ चाहिँ stammering छ यसलाई स्टेमरिङ भन्छ अथवा नेपालीमा we call it भोकभोकिनु भोकभोकिँदै उसले मलाई याद छैन पापा भनेर उसले यसरी एन्सर दिँदछ. If you sort of like that, mother would have take you to the doctor. Right? Sorter means stammering. Sorter bolnu. So here Kenji's father is copying her, and he's also stammering like she did. And he says ki if sorted like that, then her mother would take her to the doctor for checkup. She never sorted with her other people. Had quite given it up, but only with father because she was trying so hard to say the word properly. Right? Given it up and stop doing it. Trying to so hard making a lot of efforts. The writer tells that Kenjia never stammered when she spoke to other people. Right? She never stammered. Only it was only when she talked to her father, she stammered. You cannot stammer because she was afraid of father and afraid to dodly she lacked confidence. All right. What's the matter? What are you looking so rich about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear in the blink of suicide. Here, Kenji, I carry my teacup back to the table carefully. And यहाँ चाहिँ rage भनेको चाहिँ is unhappy or sad. On the brink of suicide भनेको about to मर्नु आँटेको भन्छ त्यो suicide गरेर मर्नु आँटेको है. Now the Kenji father look at her and he feels that something is wrong with her and he asks her why she is so unhappy. है के भयो त तिमीलाई किन यति साह्रो तिमी unhappy छ भनेर. And then he tells mother that she should teach Kenji to behave in better way. And she should not appear अथवा ऊ चाहिँ अब एकदम मर्नु आँटेको मान्छे जस्तो she should not appear like that है अनि he hands her teacup and asks her to place it back to the table. He was so big, his hand, his neck, especially his mouth. When he yawned, thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. So यहाँ चाहिँ एउटा feeling है the vision that Kenji had for her father. Right? She feels that her father was very big, right? And he was just like a giant. Right? Giant. I think you have seen the movie Giant. Right? Just a giant. Because his neck, his mouth were also huge. Right? And especially and whenever Kenji thought about her father, she felt that she was thinking about a giant. Okay. On Sunday afternoon, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. So usually on Sunday, during afternoon, Kenjia's grandmother, she would have sent her downstairs to the drawing room. Drawing room. Every Sunday afternoon, in order to spend time with their parents. Time but the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief in his face, his feet on one of the best cushion, especially soundly and snoring. Snoring maneko gorno. Alright. So here we feel that Kanjia is a bit neglected. If we see this paragraph, right? Kenji is a bit neglected. Every Sunday afternoon when she went to her parents to meet them in our drawing room and to have talk with them, Kenji always find them very busy in doing their own thing. Right? Her mother was busy reading. Uska babu was busy sleeping and snoring. So Kenji had this image of her parents in her mind. They did not talk with her, and they did not spend time with her. On the other hand, they were busy doing their own thing. Sat on a stool, gravely watched him until he woke up and stretched, and asked the time, then look at her. So here gravely means seriously. Okay, so all the while Kenji's father was asleep, she would just sit on the stool and watch him carefully till the time he would wake up and stretch his body, and then he would ask the time and he would look at her. Don't stare so Kenji, you look like a little brown. अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ उसै हेरेर यसै केन्जेल हेरेर चाहिँ then he would say कि don't stare यसरी एकोहोरे नहेरी बस है you look like a brown owl है एउटा ब्राउन अल जस्तै देख्छ भनेर चाहिँ कम्पेयर गर्दैछ. One day, when she was kept indoor with cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So one day she became ill. है ऊ बिमार भयो अनि बिमार भएर उसलाई she was kept inside her home. So her grandmother suggested that her father's birthday was in next week. है अनि उसलाई suggestion दियो कि she should make a birthday gift for him. She asked Kenjia to make a pin cushion. है पिन कुसन यु नो द कुसन चाहिँ कुसन पिन कुसन बनाएर एज अ गिफ्ट है अनि यसमा चाहिँ त्यो पनि विथ अ ब्युटिफुल येल्लो सिल्क कलरको सिल्कको कपडाको चाहिँ यु क्यान मेक अ कुसन भनेर ग्रान्डमदर सजेस्टेड हर. डबल कटन द लिटल गर्ल स्टिच थ्री साइड लेबर्सले भनेको एकदम साह्रो एकदम मेहनत लाएर चाहिँ सी स्टिच डबल कटन है डबल कटनमा एकदम मेहनत गरेर चाहिँ सी स्टिच तीनपट्टि चाहिँ उसले सिलाइ गरिसक्यो भन्दैछ. बट वाट टु फिल इट विथ द्याट वाज द क्वेसन है. अब क्वेसन तीन खेप तीन कुनामा सिलाइसक्यो. अब सी ह्याड अ क्वेसन कि अब यसलाई चाहिँ केले भर्ने वाट टु फिल विथ इट भनेर. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for the scrap. है अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ grandmother was on the garden है अनि उसले चाहिँ अब she wandered भनेको खोज्नु भनेको खोज्दै जानु है आमाको बेडरुममा गएर चाहिँ अब केही अब थाङ्ना माग्ना अथवा के स्क्रैप भनेको फ्याँकेको कुराहरू है पिस अफ क्लोथ अर पेपर द्याट इज नट निडेडलाई स्क्रैप भनिन्छ अनि त्यो स्क्रैप छ कि भनेर उसले खोज्दैछ. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case, then sewed her up the fourth side. Stuff भनेको हाल्नु मोमो हाल्नुलाई you put stuffing हैन मोमो स्टफ गर्छ मोमोमा हाल्छ अथवा तिमीले सिरानीमा पनि you put some cottons and all त्यसलाई stuff भनिन्छ इंग्लिश वर्ड. Okay, so on the bed table she found a heap of sheet of paper है पन्नाहरु उले भेट she found भन्दैछ अनि she just gathered all the sheet अनि she put inside the cushion and then she stitched the fourth side of the cushion which she had prepared for a birthday gift of her father. Night there was hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the port authority had been lost. Hue and cry भनेको angry protest भनेको एकदम रिसरी हल्ला गर्नु. त्यो रात चाहिँ त्यो घरमा चाहिँ इट वाज रिसरी के हुँदै थियो एकदम कडा स्वरमा हल्ला हुँदै थियो. देयर वाज जस्ट भेरी मच नोइज है अनि किन हल्ला हुँदैछ किन रिसरी मान्छे कराउँदैछ भन्दा चाहिँ फादरको पोर्ट अथोरिटी मान दिने स्पीच चाहिँ जुन आफ्नो पापाले उसको फादरले केन्जियाको फादरले थियो त्यो स्पीच चाहिँ के भयो ह्याड बीन लस्ट. रूम वाज सच सर्भेन्ट क्वेशन्स फाइनली मदर केम इन्टु केन्जियास रूम है. अब सबै कोठाहरू खोज्यो त्यहाँको काम गर्नेलाई दे आस्क्ड वेदर दे हेभ सीन द पेपर अर नट. फाइनली मदर केम इन्टु केन्जियास रूम. केन्जिया आई सपोज यु डिड नट सी सम पेपर अन यर रूम है अनि मदर आमाले सोध्दैछ कि केन्जिया हेभ यु सीन सम पेपर्स अन द टेबल इन आवर रूम भन्दैछ. ओ यस शी सेड आई टोर देम अप फर माई सरप्राइजेस. अब यु क्यान सी द इनोसेन्स अफ चिल्ड्रेन है नानीहरू कस्तो इनोसेन्ट हुन्छ. अनि आमाले सोध्यो कि केन्जिया हेभ यु सीन द पेपर त्यो हाम्रो रूममा पेपरहरू थियो हेभ यु सीन इट भन्दाखेरि केन्जियाले भन्छ या मैले देखेँ त अनि त्यही त मैले च्यातेर चाहिँ आई पुट इनसाइड आई पुट इनसाइड द कुसन है मेरो कुसनमा हालेको छु फर माई सरप्राइज. वाट स्क्रिम मदर कम स्ट्रेट डाउन टु द डाइनिङ रूम दिस स्ट्यान्ड. अब त्यसो भन्ने बित्तिकै आमा चाहिँ के अरे भनेर ठुलो स्वरमा कराउन थाले. स्क्रिम भनेको कराउन थाले अनि भनेर उसले कराएर चाहिँ छिटो कम डाउन स्ट्रेट डाउन टु द डाइनिङ रूम अहिले नै आइज भनेर चाहिँ उसको आमाले भन्यो भन्दैछ. Dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. है पेसिङ फ्रो एन्ड फ्रो भनेर पेसिङ टु एन्ड फ्रो भनेको चाहिँ एकदम छिटो स्पिडमा अघि पछि हिँड्नु है अघि पछि गर्दै हिँड्नुलाई चाहिँ पेसिङ टु एन्ड फ्रो भनिन्छ. सो मदर ड्र्याग डाउन टु द फादर है जहाँ चाहिँ फादर चाहिँ यताउता हिँडिरहेको थियो. वेन ही सेड सार्पली है अनि उसले चाहिँ सार्पली भनेको एकदम छिटो अथवा रिसरी वेल भनेछ. मदर एक्सप्लेन ही हेड स्टप एन्ड स्टेयर्ड एट चाल सो मदर एक्सप्लेन कि तपाईँको स्पिचको पेपर चाहिँ कसले च्यात्दैछ केन्जीलाई डल्लै च्यात्दैछ भन्दैछ सो त्यो भन्नु बित्तिकै उसको बाउ चाहिँ के गरेछ स्टप है ऊ हिँड्दै गरेको ठङ्गै स्टप भएछ अनि स्टेप गरेर उसले केन्जियामाथि एकदम स्टेयर गरेछ एकदम हेरेछ डु यु डु द्याट है तैँले त्यसो गरिस् भनेर सोधेछ नो नो सी विस्पेयर है अनि उसले बिस्तारी नो 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 भन्दैछ है मदर गो अप टु रुम एन्ड फेस डाउन द ड्याम थिङ सी द्याट द चाइल्ड पुट to the bed this instant right face on the damn thing भनेको यो चाहिँ एउटा एक्सप्रेस भन्नु अब त्यो ड्याम थिङ भनेको चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ के हो पेपर हो हैन त्यो पेपर यहाँ चाहिँ त्यो कुसन सरी पेपर हैन कुसन हो अनि उसले भन्दैछ आमालाई कि यु गो अप है माथि जाऊ अनि त्यो ड्याम थिङ अथवा त्यो कुसन यहाँ छिटो लिएर आऊ भन्दैछ अनि नानीलाई चाहिँ कहाँ ल्याउनु बेडमा आइले नै इन्स्ट्यान्ट भनेको आइले नै उसलाई टेक आउट टु द बेड Explain, she lay in the shadowed room, watching the night light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with a lure in his hand. So she was crying, because she wanted to justify that whatever she has done, she wanted to justify कि उसले चाहिँ आफ्नो बाउको लागि एउटा सरप्राइज गिफ्ट दिनु लागि चाहिँ सी हेभ डन एभ्रिथिङ भनेर सी वान्टेड टु एक्सप्लेन अनि सी वाज क्राइङ है अनि सी ले इन अ स्याडोड रुम एकदम अन्धकार रुममा बसिरहेको थियो अनि त्यो अन्धकार रुममा बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ इभिनिङ लाइट मेक अ स्याड लिटल प्याटर्न अन द फ्लोर भनेको चाहिँ त्यो रुमभरि के भयो थियो एउटा स्याडनेस छाएको थियो भन्दैछ ओके अनि त्यति नै बेला फादर केम इन्टु द रुम विथ द रुलर इन हिज ह्यान्ड I am going to beat you for this, he said. So when he entered the room and he said, I am going to beat you for this. तैँले जो काम गरेको छस् त्यसको निम्ति तैँले त्यसको लागि चाहिँ के पाउँछस् तैँले अब चुटाइ पाउँछस् भन्दैछ ओ नो नो she screamed hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside है अनि केन्जिया चाहिँ नो 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 भन्दै कराउँदै सी हाइड अन्डर द बेडक्लोथ भनेको यु क्यान से समथिङ लाइक ब्ल्याङ्केट अथवा कुनै पनि ओर्ने कुरा है सुत्दाखेरि ओर्ने कुरालाई वी कल इट बेडक्लोथ अनि त्यो बेडक्लोथ पनि पसेछ अनि हि पुल देम असाइड अनि त्यो बेडक्लोथलाई त्यो बेडक्लोथलाई उसले हटायो भन्दैछ सिट अप यु अर्डर्ड एन्ड होल्ड आउट यर ह्यान्ड्स है उनीहरूले भन्छ उठ है अनि तेरो हात अगाडि ल्याए भन्दैछ यु मस्ट बी टट वन्स एन्ड फर अल not to touch what does not belong to you right हातले भन्दैछ अनि saying कि तँलाई चाहिँ एउटा सबक सिकाउनु छ you must be taught कि जो चाहिँ तेरो काम तेरो हैन अथवा the thing which doesn't belong to you you should not touch but it was for your birthday भन्दैछ है अनि तर यो तपाईको लागि बर्थडेको लागि भन्दैछ नानीले रुँदै भन्दैछ तर त्यति बेला नै रुँदै रुँदै down came the ruler on her little pink palm है अनि उसको हातमा चाहिँ रुलरले डेङ्गेटाङ उसको हातमा सानो हातमा त्यो रुलरले बाउले कुटेछ भन्छ When grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in a rocking chair, the child clung her soft body. So clung means to attach yourself to something. So after an hour being beaten by her father, her grandmother wrap her in a shawl. She made her sit in a lap on a rocking chair. Rocking chair भने याद छ त्यो हामी बुढा नर्मली खुट्टा हुँदैन हैन हल्ली बस्छ है त्यसलाई रकिङ चेयर भन्छ अनि त्यो रकिङ चेयरमा she was trying to pacify केन्जिया है अनि केन्जिया चाहिँ त्यति बेला चाहिँ उसले चाहिँ एकदम जोरले सफ्ट बडीमा चाहिँ अङ्गमा मारेछ अथवा हग गरेछ भनौँ न हैन What did God made father for? She sobbed. So Kenji was still crying. Right? She sobbed and she was still crying and said that God should not have made father. Right? Because she had father. Here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose, go to sleep it. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Okay, so Kenjia's grandmother was trying to pacify her, so she gave her a handkerchief to blow her nose in it and go to sleep. And she added that by morning she will forget everything. And I told her, she tried to justify her father, but he was too upset to listen. Alright. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. And उसको grandmother भन्थ्यो कि tomorrow you'll forget everything भन्थ्यो हैन तर the child never forget. And next time whenever she sees her father, she quickly put both hands behind her back. अनि उसको her cheeks would become एकदमै red. Next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the girl little saw them playing tag in the evening. The father with the baby, Mao on his shoulder, to little girl hanging on to his coat pocket, ran round and round the flower beds, shaking with laughter. Once he saw the boy turn the hose on him. He tried to catch them, laughing all the time. All the time. Then it was she decided there were different sort of father. So the writer, right, it's telling us that Kenji had a neighbor. A neighbor were a family, a family named McDonald's. Right? And McDonald's थिएछ अनि they had 5 children. So Kenji would peep through the gap of the fence, है त्यहाँ फेन्सको ग्यापबाट चाहिँ she would peep, है peep भनेको अथवा she would च्याउनु भनेको है अनि द लिटल गर्ल्स आर देम प्लेइङ ट्याग इन द इभिनिङ ट्याग भनेको चाहिँ इज अ गेम क्याचिङ गेम हो इज अ ट्याग भन्थ्यो है अनि द फादर विथ द बेबी माउ अन हिज सोल्जर यु क्यान सी द पिक्चर ओभर हियर एउटा नानी चाहिँ इज इन सोल्जर अनि अरू गर्ल्स चाहिँ ह्याङ्गिङ अन हिज कोट पकेट राउन्ड एन्ड राउन्ड द फ्लावर बेड चाहिँ उनीहरू एकदम गीत गाउँदै उनीहरू दे आर प्लेइङ होइन सेकिङ विथ लाफ्टर एकदम खुसी साथमा सी स इट है अनि वान डे सी स द बोय टर्न द हुज अन हिम हुज भनेको पानीको पाइप सो उसलाई पानीको पाइपले भिजाउँदै गरेको देख्यो तर हि वाज नट द फादर वाज नट एङ्ग्री विथ देम है तर हि ट्राई टु क्याच देम लाफिङ अल द टाइम है अनि त्यो पानी भिजाउँदाखेरि हि डिड नट बिकम एङ्ग्री है इन्स्टेड दे वेयर इन्जोइङ द टाइम होइन अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ सी डिसाइडेड कि त्यति बेला चाहिँ अल फादर आर नट सेम देयर आर डिफ्रेन्ट सर्ट अफ फादर डिफ्रेन्ट फादरहरू हुँदो रहेछ भनेर सी डिसाइडेड मदर बिकेम इल एन्ड सी एन्ड ग्रान्ड मदर वेन्ट टु हस्पिटल सो वान डे हर मदर बिकेम इल है उसको आमा अनि ग्रान्ड मदर चाहिँ दे वेन्ट टु दि हस्पिटल The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook. So the little girl Kenja was left alone in the house with the cook. उनीहरूको cook थिएछ whose name was Alice. That was all right in the daytime, but while Alice was putting her to the bed, she grew suddenly afraid. अनि दिउँसो त it was everything was okay fine. She played होला के गर्यो होला तर जब राति भयो साँझ परेपछि एलिसले उसको कुकले जब उसलाई बेडमा रेडी गर्दै थियो सडनली सी ग्रिउ एफ्रेड अथवा सी वाज अफ्रेड उसलाई डर लाग्यो भन्दैछ इफ आई हेभ अ नाइटमेयर सी आक्स है नाइटमेयर भनेको ब्याड ड्रिम है अनि उसले चाहिँ केन्जा आक्स एलिस द्याट इफ सी हेड अ ब्याड ड्रिम वाट सी विल डु भन्दैछ I often have nightmare and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can stay in dark. It all gets whispery. So Kenji is explaining to Alice that whenever she had a nightmare, her grandmother would come and take to her to sleep with her. And she could hear different kind of whispering. Whispering. So she could hear different kind of whispering sound which makes her feel that there is someone around her type go like feel हुन्छ You just go to sleep child said Alice putting off the sock and don't you scream and wake up your poor pa so Alice ले चाहिँ भन्दैछ कि you go to sleep child है अनि भन्दै उसको मोजा खुट्टाबाट निकाल्दै अनि उले भन्दैछ कि don't scream अनि wake up your pa तिम्रो पापा सुतिरहेको छ तिमी स्क्रिम गरेर कराएर चाहिँ बाउलाई चाहिँ नउठाउनै हो But the same old nightmare came, the butcher with a knife and a rope who came nearer and nearer, smiling the dreadful smile. While she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He said. Right? Now, again, अब त्यो भनिसकेपछि Alice went and she fell asleep. अनि जस्तो सुत्यो she again see the नाइटमेयर है राति एकदम उसलाई तर्सने त्यो डरलाग्दो सपना उसले देख्यो भन्दैछ है अनि सपनामा चाहिँ के थियो भन्दा चाहिँ वाट वाज देयर इन द नाइटमेयर भन्दा चाहिँ इट वाज द बुचर भनेको के मासु काट्ने मान्छे अथवा हामी के भन्छ इन नेपालीमा कसाई है समथिङ कसाई भन्छ उसले बुचा देख्थ्यो विथ अ नाइफ एन्ड रोप जो चाहिँ एकदमै नजिक आउँथ्यो अनि सी ही हेज अ भेरी ड्रेडफुल फ्राइटेनिङ भनेको होइन फ्राइटेनिङ स्मेल थियो अनि त्यो देख्दा चाहिँ सी कुड नट मुभ अनि ऊ चाहिँ एकदमै केन्जिया चाहिँ एकदम नहल्लिकन बसिरहेको थियो अनि सी वाज क्राइङ आउट ग्रान्डमा है भन्दै कराउँदै गर्दा अचानक सी वक अप अनि सी वाज सिभरिङ भनेको कान र डर होइन सी वाज सिभरिङ अनि सी स हर फादर बिसाइड हर बेड है अनि उसको बाउ छेउमा थियो अनि क्यान्डल इन हिज ह्यान्ड है वाट इज द म्याटर ही सेड के भयो भनेर सोधेछ a butcher a knife I want granny है अनि Kenji was still scared of the nightmare she said that there was a butcher है and he was holding a dreadful knife है and she wanted her grandmother. He blew out candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arm, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. अनि त्यसो भन्दाखेरि he blew the all the candle मार्यो अनि घोप्टेर he caught up है उसलाई चाइल्डलाई आफ्नो आर्म्समा लियो अनि he carried her along the passage to his big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully took up the child. है अनि त्यहाँ न्युजपेपर रहेछ बेडमा न्युजपेपर निकाल्यो है उनले लेखेर पढा सार्यो अनि बिस्तारै उसलाई नानीलाई त्यहाँ लगायो भन्दैछ सुतायो भन्दैछ he lay down beside her half sleep still with the butcher smell all about her it seems है अनि त्यो लगाएपछि ऊ पनि आफ्नो बाउ पनि उसको छेउमा सुतेछ है अनि केन्जे वाज स्टिल हाफ स्लिप है एकदम सुत्नु सकेको छैन बिकज द butcher smell is still in her eyes. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. So snuggle भनेको move into warm or close to another person. So उसले चाहिँ बिस्तारै उसको छेउमा गएर पापाको छेउमा गएछ अनि उसको टाउकोलाई पापाको उसको ड्याडको आर्म्सको अन्डरमा हालेछ अनि एकदम टाइटली उसको सर्टलाई पक्रेछ. Then the dark did not matter, she lay still. है अनि उसले त्यहाँ त्यस्तो भएपछि पापासँग त्यस्तो सुतेपछि अब जति पनि अन्धकार पनि इट डजन्ट म्याटर भन्दैछ हियर रब योर फिट अगेन्स्ट माई लेग एन्ड गेट देम वार्म सेड द फादर है अनि बाउले भनेछ कि कम ब्रिङ योर फिट एन्ड रब टु माई लेग है अनि मेक योरसेल्फ वार्म. Slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. So her father was very tired. So he slept before little girl. है अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ funny feeling came over her भन्दैछ. Poor father, not so big after all. है बिचारा मेरो पापा. He's not so big as I thought. है and with no one to look after him, he was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. अनि उहाँलाई मेरो पापाले हेर्ने कोही पनि छैन अनि he's harder than grandmother भन्दा कडा छ जिउ है तर it was nice hardness भन्दैछ. Every day he had to work and was too tired to be Mr. McDonald. है अनि every day उसको my father worked very hard है अनि यति साह्रो मेहनतले काम गर्छ कि he is too tired to be a McDonald. She had drawn up all his beautiful writing. So उसले केन्जी is recalling everything है मैले चाहिँ मेरो पापाले लेखेको त्यो मेहनत गरेर लेखेको चुडा मैले सबै च्यातिदिएँ भन्दैछ. She stared suddenly and sighed. Stare भनेको हल्लिनु है अनि त्यति बेला त्यो गर्दाखेरि she stared move है सडनली मुभ गर्यो अनि साइड भनेको एकदमै लामो सास है ठुलो आवाजले सास लिएछ अनि त्यो लिँदा चाहिँ What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream? है उसको बाउ उठेछ त्यो सास ठुलो स्वर आवाज गरेर सास लिँदाखेरि अनि उनीहरू चाहिँ के भयो है अर्को सपना देख्यो भन्दैछ. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear. है अनि त्यति बेला केन्जी replied कि I have put my head in your heart. है and I can hear your head going है म तपाईको मुटुमा मेरो टाउको छ अनि I can see your heart pounding है अथवा मुटु बज्दै गरेको म सुन्दैछु है अनि यहाँ चाहिँ केन्जी is complimenting her father कि he has a big heart भनेछ है. So Kenji is showing her love हैन for her father है यहाँ देख्दैछ father dear भनेको चाहिँ उले चाहिँ आफ्नो लभलाई आफ्नो माया आफ्नो बाउप्रति देखाएको छ अनि she also realized कि उसको father also loved her. Okay, so this is a story by Catherine Mansfield. So there are workbook exercise छ तिमीहरुकोमा so do it in your copies है अनि send me through my personal WhatsApp अनि also I have given some questions यो क्वेशनलाई पनि राम्रोसँगले हेर्ने यो हेरेर अनि you can give answer in my personal WhatsApp. Alright, so since our COVID-19 को पोजिटिभ केसेसहरु नाम्चीमा साउथमा आउँदैछ थुप्रो आउँदैछ सो आई डोन्ट थिंक हामी फेरि भेट्न पाउँछ होला है मलाई व्हाट आई थॉट कि एटलिस्ट once in 15 days एकखेप 9 र 10 लाई भेट्ने मेरो इच्छा थियो सो दैट वी क्यान चेक कसरी हुँदैछ के हुँदैछ कति बुझ्दैछ चेक गर्न सक्थ्यो तर अब आई डोन्ट थिङ्क विल मिट अगेन है। अब यो अनलाइनै क्लास जानुपर्छ, तर एनिथिङ एनी प्रब्लम यु फेस ड्युरिङ दिस अनलाइन क्लासेस, आई एम देयर टु हेल्प यु अल। तिमीले मलाई कल गर्दा हुन्छ, यु क्यान सेन्ड मी मेसेजेस एन्ड अल, जसरी हुन्छ आई विल हेल्प यु अल। अलराइट, सो टिल देन स्टे सेफ है। आफ्नो गाउँमा पनि भन्ने, आफ्नो आमाबाउलाई पनि भन्ने, only the way to avoid or prevent COVID coming to your place is through staying safe है। अनि stay safe, stay clean, पढ्नु है। टिल देन गुड बाई, थ्याङ्क यू।